In a small town lived an ordinary young man named Vivan. He had innocence on his face, kindness in his heart, and a habit of always thinking about others before himself. Since childhood, he had been taught one thing: put others first, think about yourself later. Vivan made this rule the foundation of his life. In school, he helped his friends complete their homework. In college, he supported everyone with projects but rarely focused on his own growth. At work, he accepted every extra task without complaint. Everyone called him a very good person. But slowly, something inside him began to break. He had dreams of his own. He wanted to start a small business one day. He wanted to give his parents a better life. He wanted to prove himself to the world. But daily exhaustion, endless expectations, and his inability to say no were pushing him away from his own path. One night, he returned home extremely tired from work. The room was dark and silent. He sat quietly on his bed and asked himself, "Am I really living my life or just fulfilling roles?" Tears filled his eyes. He realized that in trying to keep everyone happy, he had made himself unhappy. The next day was Sunday. He went to a nearby park. He noticed people living life in their own ways. Some were jogging, some were laughing, some were reading peacefully. He thought, everyone makes time for themselves except me. There was an elderly man who sat under a tree every day. Vivan sat beside him. The old man smiled and asked, "Son, why do you look so worried?" For the first time, Vivan opened his heart. "I live for everyone else but not for myself. If I say no, what will people think?" The old man replied calmly, "Life is like a lamp. If you burn yourself completely, how long will you be able to give light to others?" Those words touched his soul. The old man continued, "Thinking about yourself is not selfishness. Forgetting yourself is foolishness." That day, Vivan made a decision. He would create balance in his life. He started with small changes. Every morning, he gave 30 minutes to his dreams. At work, he learned to politely say no when necessary. Instead of wasting time on distractions, he began reading and learning new skills. At first, people found his change strange. Some said, "You have changed." Others said, "You are not as nice as before." But this time, Vivan listened to his heart. Within a few months, his confidence grew. He began planning his small business seriously. Step by step, he started building his own identity. He still helped others, but within healthy limits. He still smiled, but now it was a genuine smile. Vivan understood an important truth. Living for others is noble, but living for yourself is essential. If you always think about yourself, your growth, your health, your mental peace, and your dreams, you do not become selfish, you become stronger. Remember, you are the first responsibility of your own life. If you break down, your dreams will break with you. So promise yourself today, you will care for others, but you will never ignore yourself. Because when you prioritize yourself, only then can you truly contribute to the world. And that is real success.